Hi guys, in this video we will see how we can download and install Flutter into your PC so that we can start developing Android application using Flutter framework. So let's see step by step. To install Flutter into your desktop, we need to download three things. First one will be the Flutter SDK. Next one will be the Visual Studio Code where you will be coding the actual Flutter applications, and third one will be the Android Studio which will help to create the virtual emulator to test our app. So for that, go inside your Google tab and simply type download Flutter SDK. Then you will be redirected toward the official Flutter Dev site, and here there will be option download Flutter SDK. Then we need to select development platform. You can select Windows, then first type of app, Android, and after scrolling here you can see there is a zip file which we need to download. So simply click on this, it will start downloading. It will take some time. As the Flutter SDK is getting downloaded, we can download the Android Studio and Visual Studio Code. So open another tab and here you can type Android Studio community download. So go on the first site that will appear and click on download button. Here you need to accept the terms and conditions and it will start downloading. Same thing for Visual Studio Code. Go to the official site and if you have Linux then you can download for Linux thing. If you are Mac you can download for Mac. I have Windows so I will download it for Windows. Yeah. So Visual Studio Code is downloading and our studio is downloading too. Flutter has been downloaded, so we can start with Flutter part. So inside downloads, you can get this zip file which we need to extract. You can extract it at any location. I will extract it to C drive. Once the extraction is completed, we can see the Flutter has been appeared in the C drive. Now we need to do one more thing. Inside this Flutter, there is a bin folder. We need to copy this path, which is C Flutter bin, and then go to this PC, do a right click on any space available here, then select properties. In that, there will be advanced system settings. Click on this. Then there will be another thing that is environment variables. Click on it. So inside this path, click on edit and we need to add the Flutter bin location here. So you can select new and paste the path here. Then click on OK. Here also click on OK. Click on OK and close it. So Flutter SDK has been successfully added for our desktop. We need to do the same thing for Visual Studio and for Android Studio. Let's wait till it gets completed. So the Android Studio is installed. Uh, we can install it. Simply click on the Android Studio. Click on yes. To click on next. Then make sure this option is checked. You can put any location where you need to extract the Android Studio. I will keep it default one. Then click on next. It will get installed. Once it is completed, we can click on next, and then we need to start the Android Studio because we need to create an virtual device. So I will keep this checkbox ticked and click on finish. Then the Android Studio will open. Click on don't send. These are my existing some application. For if you are downloading it for the first time, then it will show null. So here what you need to do, inside these three dots there will be a virtual device manager. We need to click on that. So here it appears that no device is connected. We need to select create virtual device. Then there will be the categories for which category we need to create it. So we are not developing application for TV or OS, Wear OS, something like that. So I will select phone, and inside that there are multiple phones which we can select. For now, I will select Pixel 8. Then I will click on next. So here you can select anything. If you want to select API 35, if you want to select R, Q, Pi, Oreo, anything. I will keep the API level as 31. Okay. So select yes. Then click on next. Then if you want to rename the device, then you can rename it. I will keep it as Pixel 8, default one. And then inside this advanced settings, if you scroll down, you can change the RAM of the device if you want, and also the VM heap and the storage too. I am keeping it as a default one. So you can select finish. It will create an Android virtual device. If we click on start, then a phone will appear here. Okay. For me, as it was downloaded before, that's why it gets opened quickly. In your case, it may take some time. It may start downloading some packages for Android emulators. So you can wait till it gets downloaded and then you can start the Android emulator. The pixel is started, and here we can run our application. to test. So in this way we had installed the virtual Android device too. We need to now download and install the Visual Studio Code. So I will close all the thing, close the emulator, close the Android Studio. So we had downloaded Visual Studio Code. We need to just install it. Click on install. Here we need to select I accept the agreement. I will keep the default location. Select on next. Create a desktop icon. You can check these options. Then simply we need to click on install. Okay. So once all the things are downloaded, I will uncheck this operation because we don't need to we don't need to open the Visual Studio Code. I will click on finish. Now we can do one thing. We need to test whether the installation is working or not. So in your case, you can restart your PC or you can directly check whether it is downloaded or not. If anything went wrong, then you can simply restart your PC. So let's get into the C drive. Then I will open the command prompt here. First, we will check whether we have installed Flutter successfully or not. So here you can directly write a command, Flutter version. It will return the versions of the Flutter that we currently have. So you can see we have Flutter 3.22.3. In your case, if you had installed any different version, then it will show the version that you have in your desktop. Okay, so for creating the Flutter project, we need to write a command which is Flutter create and the name of the project. So in this case, I will write demo app, and once you hit enter, the Flutter project will be created. Okay, as you can see, it has created a Flutter project. Now we need to go inside that project. Simply we can open C drive, and here we can search for the demo app. Then right click on it, and there will be option open with code. Select that option. Okay, so here the Flutter project that we had created recently has opened, and there are multiple folders. We will see one by one what it means in next video. So for now we just will try to run the application whether the installation has been successful or not. So here below this you can see there is a Windows option. We need to select the emulator that we had created it. So select the emulator. We had created Pixel 8. You can select this one, and in case if you are not getting this option, you can go inside the Android Studio, run the emulator directly. Okay, so the emulator is open. Then here there will be a terminal option where you can select new terminal, and we need to write a command which will compile the application and run that application into the Android emulator. So for that there is a command called as flutter run. Okay, hit enter. It will take some time because this is the first time that we are running the application, so usually it takes time. So let's wait for that. The application has been built successfully. Then it will get installed into the Android emulator. It has successfully installed into our virtual device. So if you face any problem while getting the Flutter version or while creating the application, as we had added path to the environment variables, you can simply try to restart your PC and then check whether it works or not. If you still face any difficulty, then you can write into the comment box. Then I will try my best to solve them. So in this way, we had installed the Flutter SDK, Android Studio, created an virtual device, downloaded the Visual Studio. In next video, we will see some basic Dart concept that are used in Flutter, and we'll meet in the next video. Also drop a comment how you like the video. So for now, bye bye.